Hey everybody, Adam Silverman here from MuleTown Digital. Today I want to talk about the three big mistakes that we consistently see with people that have either done their own SEO or had SEO work done. And if you don't know what SEO is, it stands for search engine optimization. And it's the process we go through to make sure that our website can be found by people looking for our services or products online. So SEO is a very important long game strategy for most businesses when it comes to marketing. And so I want to talk about the three big mistakes that we see. The first is people not doing keyword research or doing keyword research in the wrong region or doing keyword research, but not understanding the intentionality of a search. So I'll give you some examples by kind of popping into one of our accounts here in Google Ads. You can use their keyword planner. And so over here in tools, you have planner and keyword planner. And I will say, make sure that if you're going to use this ever, that you set the proper location for your business. So we're looking in Nashville, and I always use the example of general contractor because I've worked with so many general contractors over the years. So it's really important to understand when you punch a search in here like general contractor, this is going to give you a list of keywords and it's going to tell you how many searches there are. So general contractors near me gets a lot of searches, but a lot of times what happens is people will optimize their homepage for something like they call themselves a residential contractor. So they'll optimize their homepage for residential contractors. And what happens? Well, there's only 50 searches a month there. Now it's up in trend, it's low competition, and it's low cost per click. But who's searching for that? Most homeowners don't know to call that a residential contractor. So there's two problems with that search. One is it's low volume. And number two is that's not what a normal person is going to look for. What people will most likely look for would be, if, for example, would be a home builder. So if I pop home builder into here and let it run, you'll see, okay, what's better, general contractor or home builder? Well, I think they're both potentially valid, right? And it gives you some ideas. Look, home builders near me. It is very possible that on this website, I would, if the person is a general contractor or company does general contracting work, but also does home building, it is very likely that I would want to try to rank them for both of these keywords because they're different, potentially different angles of the search. What a lot of times people will do is they'll try to rank up high with very innate keywords. And so what happens is you go for this very broad keyword. Like, for example, if I was looking for, let's just pretend a bakery, like I want a cake. If I just type in the word cake, Google is going to try to help me find, well, that looks good. Sorry, I love cake, as you can tell. But it's going to try to find, it's going to assume or hope that I'm looking for local, and it tries to narrow this down for me because cake, the term, is not only a marketing company, it is a band, which I used to be very fond of. It is productivity suite. So you can see that searching for generic terms is not helpful. So if you run a bowling alley, like bowling, that's great. Oh, look at one of our clients. But for real, like bowling is a general term. When somebody starts to type in bowling near me, or even better, maybe, fun kid activities near me, right? Something like that. Well, see, this is where you might want to be showing up because somebody might not be looking for bowling specifically. They might be looking for just something fun to do with the kids. You can see how doing the research and understanding the search volume and understanding the intention, what your client might go online and look for, you can then turn that into something that's useful as far as your keywords go. The mistake we see is that people do not run through any sort of exercise like this. They build their website and they go, what am I ranking for? And it's like, the answer is probably nothing because you didn't plan for it. So do your keyword research and get that right and know what you're going after. We offer a product at MuleTown Digital called SEO, local SEO foundations. And the whole purpose of that is to do the keyword research to help you set your website up properly so that you're actually able to rank for things that your customers look for. This is why keyword research is so critical. Number two is overlooking SEO technical fundamentals, or whatever you want to call it. Overlooking them. A really, really good example of what I often see, if I were to just go, Tennessee. If I just scroll down the page here and I pick a random plumber, these guys all rank, so they're probably not going to see. It's simple things like up here, this makes sense. Columbia TN Plumbing. That's what the site is, and that's what the title says. But a lot of times I will find websites, like if I go out to page 4, I will start finding, let's find one like just a plumbing repair. So here you go. So that one's plumbing repair. You'll start to find as you get out in the searches a little bit further, and plumbing is a really competitive one, so it might not be the best one, but you'll start to find weird instances where, like this, there is no title. The title is contact us. It's not very helpful. So missing out on technical opportunities. Another thing is not having a sitemap file. If you punch in sitemap or sitemaps.xml at the end of your website URL, you should find sitemaps. If you don't find any sitemaps, you might go looking online for your domain name sitemap and see what you can find. The idea here is you can go and look at what's your H1 tag. I can tell you what it is. The H1 tag is Web Design Tennessee. That's what we're optimizing for today. It changes. We move it around depending on what we're trying to do. But you want to make sure that your website has those things going on. And then number 3 is really content and user experience problems. People with websites that aren't mobile friendly. If you use Chrome, you can type Option Command I, and you can come up here and you can look at your site on mobile. If your website doesn't load right or looks really messy on mobile, then you know that you might want to take a look at that. Creating pages and just stuffing keywords into them with no regard for what the page says is another way to get into big trouble. And I see it a lot. People producing content just for the sake of content. Oh, I used the word web design here, so I'm going to make 19 different web design pages, all talking about different ways of approaching web design. That's probably not going to be very effective as far as a strategy goes. So you want to be careful that you're actually doing things that are going to provide value. So do your keyword research. Check that your website is technically healthy. If you're not sure, we do local SEO foundations that checks that. We have a SEO fundamentals program that we're running that helps us just keep our site health clean. There's meta titles, meta descriptions, H tags, schema markup, 404 link issue. I mean, there's a million technical things that give the website the ability to rank. And then make sure your site is user-friendly, usable, and that you're updating your content frequently. Doing those things makes a huge difference. I will say, going back, that honestly, the keyword research might be the most important part, and not only immediately, but in the long game, because guess what? As you can see by the year-on-year and month change, the volume of search changes. So what works now, 6 months from now, may not work. The other thing is you got to watch your competitors, because as soon as one of your competitors sees that you're now going after auto body shop, guess what? They're going to go after it. And I'll give you a really good example of what happens if I look at auto body shop, and that's my keyword. What you'll notice with these guys are, you got a sponsored and you got your local ones. and you'll see the first organic result. When I go here, this is most likely our H1 tag. It says auto body repair because that's what I searched for. It's on their page. Now, these guys have a pretty big, because they run lots of different areas, it looks like. If I go down a little bit, you'll see like browse, for example. Collision repair is what they've gone after. Collision repair is there. So if I were to pop in here and look at, I'd want to know. So they're optimizing for collision repair. So a really good thing to look at. See, search volume is lower. So if they ranked up higher for auto body repair or auto body shop, that might bring them more business. Now, they might not want more business, but at the end of the day, you have to be able to dig through the keywords to figure out if you're optimized for the right thing. What you don't want to do is have a website where you have no tags, you have no titles, your SEO health is terrible, and then 6 months down the road, you go, I really think I want to rank, because it's not going to be possible. You're going to be months and months and months of work behind just being stable. And then on top of that, you've got to be able to functionally add to your work in order to grow that out. So definitely pay attention to those three things. You get your keyword research right, you get your technical fundamentals in place, and then you build a website that has good user experience, that's fast, that navigates well, that doesn't have a bunch of bloated garbage content in it, and you will rank. Let me know if this is useful. If you need help with your SEO, you need a setup, you need an audit, please just reach out. We have products for all those things and ways to help you to get from where you are to where you want to be. Ignoring SEO is a lot like not saving for retirement. It's all good until it's not. So it's all fine. It's all fun and game, and it's all good until one day you go, I really need, and it's not there, and you can't just make it. You have to accumulate it over time, kind of like building wealth. It takes time to accumulate and grow on itself. Don't wait till you need it to do it. That's the worst time, because then you're going to spend 10 times as much. Just like investing, you got to invest 10 times as much if you wait until you're 50 to start doing it. It's the same thing here. You do not want to wait until you need SEO to do it. Let me know if this helps, if you guys need help, and what we can do to best serve you. Throw a comment in here if you have questions. I'm happy to answer them. I'm happy to do that publicly or privately. So please just smash the like button and feel free to, subscribe if you're looking at this on YouTube. And if you need us, let us know in a comment somewhere, and we'll do our best to get to you and see how we can help. Thanks.